Hello to all my people out there that are watching this right now. This is West Rillo with West Rillo Entertainment, and I'm rocking with Neo Bliviscaris for this interview. So first off, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity and for putting me in this position in the first place and blessing me with the talent that He has as a musician and an artist in rap, country, rock, Spanish, and a couple of other genres to come. So hopefully you rock out with your boy, come down this journey of memory lane, getting today, because I know you're gonna have a good time. Anyway, let's Kool-Aid for a minute right now. I'm gonna rock it out. So here are all the questions that everybody wants to know.
All right, Rillo, tell us where you're from.
I'm a DF Dub baby. I was born in Oak Cliff and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. I went to elementary school all the way up to the last year in Oak Cliff. I went to Rosemont Elementary, and in Fort Worth, I finished out school going to Gillen Elementary and finished out through that ISD.
All right, how long have you been in the music scene?
I've been doing music for about 10 years now, but I just started taking it serious and putting my music out, doing promos and shows, and also interviews and features and other things like that. Before, I was simply just making music and putting it out, focusing on my actual career, which is plumbing.
And what inspired you to get into music?
My dad always liked music, but there was a specific song that he liked a lot that was called a lyrical gangster or a lyrical murderer. And it kind of goes like, I'm a lyrical gangster murderer, I'm a lyrical gangster murderer. He thought it said birder up, so he would always kind of like dance in the kitchen and stuff and be singing that song. And you know, I kind of got hooked to it, and that's what actually got me into rap specifically. It was hip at the time and really got me to get into it.
Which hip hop artists have influenced your music the most?
The hip hop artists that I grew up listening to and that made me want to rap myself would be Eminem and Zero lyrically. Other than that, dope house artists all collectively, but the ones that I jam the most would probably be Rashid and Low G. They were more in my style and kind of lyrically the way that I like to present and represent myself. They stood out to me. And I'd have to say pretty much the whole movement from Houston at the time when I was growing up in the early 90s and early 2000s. That was a big thing that really inspired me to think that like Dallas Fort Worth was next, and then hearing Mr. Pookie and Mr. Lucci come out at the time really like kind of sealed that for me, that I thought Dallas Fort Worth was the next ones to come out. And then a little bit later, a lot of artists started rolling out of Fort Worth too.
You just released an album. Can you tell us a little about it?
So it originally started off as 30 songs. The name was going to be Heart Story, and it was going to kind of take you from when I was younger in the mix of everything here in the DF Dub to nowadays as a grown man with the family, 2 sons, that changed his life and now tries to help people to understand that they can do music and they can have a certain taste of maybe artistry, movies that they like, or songs that they like to listen to or even make, but they don't necessarily have to do it in the same way that it's always been done. They can do it with their own twist to be able to represent themselves properly.
All right. What can we expect for the future?
So what you can expect from the future is I just dropped now, like you were saying, the album It's All Fun Until It's Not, and that's the first part of the 30 songs that I made, and it is going to take you down my thoughts of life when I was younger and kind of how I lived. Then what's coming out next is going to be August 12th of this year. I will be dropping the album Heart Story, which will take you down the path of my older years and how I kind of changed my life and how I view life nowadays as a grown man. There's always going to be kind of like a splash of that street style within my albums, because that is the core part of where I want to touch people and kind of move them to try to do different things. It's not probably going to be the focal point anymore or going to be the larger amount of songs that I make, but it'll always be there. I have a couple of other projects coming out this year. Reunion, the short film, is coming out, and it's gonna be spooky. We're talking horror right now. I'm not really a big horror fan, but I am stoked about the opportunity. I will be acting. You will see your boy in a speaking role, and it is very, very entertaining from the behind the scenes that I've already seen and from the different things that I've been exposed to as far as the script and the acting skills of the other people on the set. I am very, very excited about this project. So if you're a horror fan or if you're just a fan of your boy, look out for that. And we also have a couple of projects. So Sweet, the song, now has a music video that is dropping within a week. So y'all look out for that, get the word out, you know what I'm saying? So Sweet, it is gonna be the next thing that's going up for your boy. And then, you know, I also have about 3 more to maybe 4 more music videos that I'm looking to drop by the end of the year. We're already lining up one for beginning shoot on next week. So that is cooking up as well. I'll be dropping several singles before the end of the year, and not including Heart Story. I also have quite a few features coming out pretty soon with that boy Perez, so look out for that. Shout out to the whole TOF family for all the years of just hard work and dedication. I recently went on my own and started doing everything on my own, so let's get it, man. I'm very excited about this chapter for What's Real in 812. Everything's coming out hot and ready, kind of like Little Caesars, but you know, a little more premium quality, man. Let's see, I also have features with Big Ice, who is a music producer out of Africa. Look out for that. Give my boy some love, man. Go look at all the things that he's got cooking for all my people looking for a new sound. He definitely has it. You can look forward to listening to a couple of his beats on my new album that'll be coming out in August, and you also can look forward to a couple of singles that I will be using his beats on, and a couple of collaborations that me and him are going to be doing. So everything's cooking and looking good, so stay in the kitchen until you get yourself a plate. On top of that, I'd like to shout out AMG, Apocalyptic Music Group. We have a lot of things cooking up as well, not just in the music realm, but also in different things you're going to be seeing in visuals. So shout out to AMG, that's family right there.
All right. Before we wrap this up, you want to say anything else?
Y para todo mi gente de Brown Impressions Car Club, gracias para todo. They've been rocking with me since the first day that I met them. A lot of people don't understand how we do it down here in Texas. it doesn't really matter your color, man. If you come in our circle, at least in certain circles, you're gonna find a lot of different colors and shades up in there. That's why we don't care about the words that we use. We don't care about no passes. We don't care about where you come from. If you're rocking with us, if you're in the barrio and we're getting some tacos and we're getting some agua frescas and all that, man, you part of us, and that's all that matters. You feel me? And then whenever we go to your area, it's the same thing. Doesn't matter what we're eating, where we're at, or whatever. We know we good because we're with our people. Doesn't matter your color, man. All that matters is who you with, where you're at, and who you are. Shout out to the entire Tongues of Fire family for the years I spent in there producing my songs and also laying down my tracks. I would like to take this time to pretty much get to the roots of what's real, man. What's Real was designed and created to ask the question, what's real to you? Everybody answers it different. To me, it's going to be God. It's going to be my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. To other people, it's going to be different things, but that's what I'm asking you. What's real? Is it my thoughts as a youth? Is it my thoughts nowadays? Is it a whole different thought? You know, as human beings, we're supposed to evolve, and not in the way that science thinks, but in the way of becoming a different creature from the way that we started. As we get knowledge and we compile these things in our life should show that fruit. It doesn't matter. I don't believe it matters if you believe in a God or you don't. If you compile your life and you slowly start adding the information and using the knowledge, your life will get better. And that's what I'm here to stand for. That's what I'm here to talk about in my music, and that's what I want to show, is the evolution of me as a human being. I'm always going to fall down. I'm always going to hit the ground, but I'm always going to get up because life will not beat me. God powers me. There's no other energy that can take me down. And I hope that when you hear my music and you get down to the core of what it is saying and you get down to the feelings and the emotions from song to song, that you will feel my evolution and you will feel the grace that God has given me. And I hope that you can take a little bit of that for yourself as well. God gives it to all of us. We just have to look in the mirror and accept it. On top of that, I would also like to talk about Loss. 812 is another production company that I am starting to put out different God-inspired albums and God-inspired singles through. I've separated What's Real and 812 due to the fact that I would like to represent God in a 100% pure fashion and be able to offer that to other artists that would like to eventually work with me and things like that. So 812 was designed for that. I lost my mother and that was her birthday, and also it represents another person in my life that has impacted my life. So those things mean the world to me, and when it comes down to it, I like to represent it in the biggest fashion. A lot of people don't like to talk about loss and the way that it can knock you down and the way that it can completely change your life and become the focal point. But the people that love us, that have left, they don't want that for us. They would like us to live in memory of them. At least the person that I'm talking about, I know she would love for me to live in the memory of her, to become better, to reach and do all the things that she did not be able to do. A lot of people sacrifice in this world, in this life. We cannot take those sacrifices for a little bit. We have to take them the long way, you know, and we have to show that those sacrifices meant something and pay them back. So that's what the music and everything means to me. On top of that, hard work is everything. I'm a licensed plumber, and I believe in showing that in every facet of my life, because I not only take that with me whenever it comes to introducing myself to people, or the way that my work ethic is whenever it comes to music or anything else in my life, but I approach it as a real down-to-earth human being, and I also understand what it means to work your ass off to get what you want and to do a little extra to chase your dreams. So to all my people out there that think that you can't do it, or that think that the people around you aren't paying attention and things like that, it's okay. You know, a star among all the other stars in the sky only stands out when it shines the brightest. Remember that, all right? Not everybody around you is always going to see your light because they got their own. But the people that are looking from a distance will see you if you shine bright enough. Remember that. A1, keep it real, G. Thank you, God. Thank you, Neo Oblivious. If you rocking, let's keep it rolling, because I ain't stopping, G.
Get loose, get loose, get loose with me. Come through, come through, come through for me, yeah. Get loose, get loose, get loose with me. Come through, come through, come through for me. Get loose, get loose, get loose with me. It's me and you for life. I've got my knife, you got your knife with me, alright.